Dallas, Texas, right? We just tagging people in it. We're gonna talk about friendship because one girl said on her YouTube channel she talked about this about real men be silent, but after you stop hanging out with people, we're gonna talk about friendship, and you go your own way, and they want to meet more people, get high, and do all of these things. This is what I had to deal with in Carrollton, Texas, dealing with the mayor and dealing with everybody else. And me, I was on a different level. I wanted to work, but how can you understand a man, a kid that when they want to get party and they meeting people and people try to make you look bad? That's not right. That's not right. And like, man, like, come on, you putting bad luck on me because I move different, and you going around people that want to party, get high 24/7, and do the things they want to do. So how can that be the type of friendship? And people trying to embarrass you because you stand focused and you're not worried about the bull crap, and and all of those things. So when people leave you alone and stop hanging out with you, and they try to make you look bad like you don't matter, and all the rest of those things, but you the type of person you're not paying attention. You just can't be quiet at a job because if they saying racist things, people think you're dumb. There's so many racist things that goes on between those things. So the thing is this: we the talk about friendship, when we stop hanging out with somebody, people will start hanging out with other people because you're on a different level. They want to go party, get high. They don't call you over. They want to do, but your mindset is different from them, and it's different from them in every way. So they want to just get high and do stuff and all the rest of those things. And they mind is different. I remember Mirza coming into my house, where you at, and I played the NBA song when I needed you on my side, and I played the NBA. So he just looked because you niggas left the nigga out, and you wanted to party all because man, look, a woman, you gotta realize when we talk about him, a woman gotta realize you just a woman with a PUSSSY. They will get rid of you. And then you expect you to just get it like that, just get a man back like that. My kid don't need nothing from me. He's covered. His mom gonna make sure he's good and other things. He covered on some other stuff. So he don't need, and I'm taking care of him, but he don't need all of that. But don't. The thing is this: people like to take people for granted. I had a friend named Christian. People think I had somebody tell me in my house. I tell somebody, oh, people don't want to be around because you talk about. No, because you're trying to embarrass me, act like you don't know me, and play a racist card, which you stand for. I had the best decision when this girl Crystal cut me off. The best decision she did. When she tried to play me, she made the best decision because it made me want to get back on here more and meet people more. And it's like, man, I'm not gonna worry about it. She got her friends, she do what she wanna do with and all the rest of that. It made me just want to just get back out there and say, hold up, I'm not gonna let her behavior let this girl that just wanna do what she want and just treat me like let's go out there and meet other people. And I have talked to people from New York, Chicago, Detroit, all over about the blueprint. And it's different, and I tell people, there's a day I got drunk one time, and I was by my brother's house over there by this march by towards his apartment, and a girl pushed me off, and she like, you drunk. It just a woman, if a woman want to act like that, let them do that. If a woman want to act like that, yes, let them do that, but tell them don't come. Let them do that and how they act. It's a lot of fake women. There's a lot of fake women. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of fake women. So we dealing with that scenario about that situation. Yes, I was streaming. Yes, but yeah, that just made me want to get out because people want to play it. The main thing, we on Facebook, and people want to taunt and laugh and make fun of you. That's the most thing women. That's why I don't barely get on Facebook like that. I got some of my work on there, but it's like work. But I don't, I'm not really to just. I know how to do music, but I'm not really to put anything out there because I want to show people my acting skill, and I have did that. You know what I'm saying? I did a little something. Yeah, y'all see my life too. You have an Instagram. Yeah, get money, start the way you be up, baby. Um, Hubert Junior Sellers, Hubert Baby Legend, and I got type in Hubert Sellers the third, Hubert Junior Sellers. All in that. I'll get money, stay out the way. You'll see all of my stuff. So we have to understand is where you know what I'm saying. Yeah, but if you different, I got a lady that didn't even want to rent us an apartment because I was so different over there on Marsh Lane towards Marsh and Frankfurt. They got an elementary school over there by under the bridge by the Walmart I used to work at. And this lady was being racist, and because I don't because I'm not the same. You want me to get along with people because I'm not the same because I move different. You getting that for discriminating partners. And I hear this lady talk about that, man. Yeah, and I'm like, hold up, that's your loss then. You're not gonna accept nobody in your apartment because he's different, he moved different, he worked different, and that's how you feel. Lady, you got a problem that you need to handle. That apartment had a problem. They had a problem. So when we dealing with that type of stuff, people will speak bad on you and don't understand the reason why jealousy had. And I had to, man, look, we can talk about so many stuff where I'm working at, so many things where Albert's sister and Mariza's fighting in Carrollton. Albert never did like Mariza. They fighting in the alleyway back in Carrollton back in '07. And a woman gonna tell about you not that person not jealous, but I'm the one that's working. You up that side jeffing and doing all of these things. I hate those type of people, man. Even when you have a job, people gonna try to bring you down with jealousy. And that's why I never actually listened to them, and I kept going. And you gotta be the type of man that you gotta understand yourself to not you gotta be able to keep going. And the same people that gonna try to come back at you don't want you to talk to you. No, man. Like, I don't, I don't see that, and I don't see that, man. We just have other goals that we have. But right now, I don't want, I don't need Texas help, man. I'm to the point where they crossed that line, and right now, if it won't be for me on the civil rights, won't be doing all of that, they wouldn't have made their decision. I had to step over bound because of racism. They behavior is a problem, man. And I don't want to deal with that no more. And the Justice Department allowed racism to cross that line. And I don't need your change. I don't need your mind changing now. So I just had to file a civil suit on the Justice Department. They still want to tell you, no, I don't need you anymore, man. I don't need your thing, what you stand for, and what you're standing for, and that makes me not want to deal because it's what they stand for. and what I don't like, man. And you giving the mayor a chance that I don't like is you gave that state of Texas a chance, and you know they was wrong. You know, I don't want to deal with that type of people. I don't need your help. Just give me my justice. But if people gonna always talk about going against America, I keep God in my heart, even though y'all have hateful ways and lying ways. I keep God in my heart. And it doesn't matter what a Justice Department say. It's about spirit of God. It doesn't matter what they say. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want them. I don't need your mind changing. I don't need you when you cross that line. But you know, black people always want you to forgive. Some people always want you to forgive when you should have never did it. And you don't see Governor Abbott getting arrested with racism. You don't see none of these governor past it and the rest of them. You know what I'm saying? They don't know how it felt for their license to be taken away from them. But you put somebody through something because you selfish and your opinion just being heard. I don't need you at the end of the day because I know who God is. And I don't surely don't need people to change their mind at a Walmart. You are who you are, but you want forgiveness. Now you let them carry. No, you gonna give me that you for everything that's going on. Don't lie about it, man. Because they're gonna quit to say, you know, you don't need shut up when you don't need proof. Everything is not with proof, and you supposed to know human behavior. You don't need proof on everything, man. It made me this, not this. It made me that moment. It made me just not want to deal with those type of things anymore. I don't need. I'm not trying to date nobody in this situation. Don't want no relationship. And they talking about using people. No, you using people because of your racist actions. I hear a lot of that. You ain't gonna use me. You gonna keep your racism away from me. You know what I'm saying? And I told the other person, your racism. That's how y'all feel. No. You know, I get to a point where I don't want to deal with it anymore at the end of the day. So I had to find out legal stuff and countersue the justice. But I want people that think they can come and get a piece. I don't want you, man. We gonna build them. I got plenty more stuff. I'm gonna build, man. People gonna call you selfish, but they selfish. You know what I'm saying? And and you got to get to a point where I know we in the world today where everybody haven't met me and everybody haven't got the chance to know me, and it's hard to not let others let that, and the most it's hard to not let others get the chance to take that advantage of you. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want this woman that just gonna come in. That just gonna come in, just want to take money. Just want to come in and do no. I gotta know we here to build something. You want to fake like you here to build something. I gotta get rid of you in the spirit. I gotta get rid of you in the spirit. So we have to do something totally different. But it's sad that other people, it just man, look, God said after the stupidity that went on, and I've been on live, I've been on big live, I've been on broadcasts, and these niggas boosting wanted to lie, man. It's something that's willing to lie, man. And you right now, You're in a patient where growth is being stopped, where racism and communities where growth is being stopped. And I shouldn't have to go there and this nigga boosting on a lie talking about you should have never lied. And Yellow Breezy think he can just get away. No, partner, you ain't gonna get away from it. You're gonna be put to death for association, for lying. That's a death sentence, man. That's punishable by state of Texas law. I don't want no lawyer paid. I don't want no judge paid, man. His little bitch ass think he gonna get away with it, man. And boosting them. And the rest of them, man. And the making them. We dealing with those type of behavior, guys. So we get to a point where we gotta do it with stupid stuff. People don't know I've been on. Come on, man. So, but we dealing with that stuff, man. We dealing with that type of behavior. And one day I'm gonna tell you something. I'm not gonna keep doing this every day, man. We're not gonna keep getting back on this subject and keep getting back on things. You get to a point. I told you about the friendships, and I told you about this and all of that. I'm working. I'm going to. I don't got time for that, guys. We are doing something totally different. But you can't ask me to do music with niggas that you put in front of it. No, I don't believe that, man. I don't respect that. So they choosing who they want to choose, but stay the fuck away from me and give me my justice and leave this city. So the more racism, the more the state of Texas play this racist ass game with this community and play with their society and play the racist stuff. I don't care at the end of the day. Family can't make you stay in a racial environment. And people don't get that. Texas trying to do the same thing. Governor Abbott is a hypocrite. You got hypocrites, man. You really got a hypocrite. You really got a hypocrite, man. And that's something you need to understand. You really got a hypocrite that need to be dealt with. But nobody, I don't want nothing to do with that man. Anybody that wants something to do with him, they should be a damn fool. They should run. Not because you're scared, it's because of the other man and just not letting other people take him in stupidity. You should not want to be in that environment, man. I don't want to deal with that, man. It just I can handle it, but they ain't right, man. It is something about them ain't right, man. And people can look at it because it's they Texas and they got a lot of racism going on, and that's you're gonna always get something different out of it. So everybody telling them, look, I don't got time for that, man. Look, worry about what I'm doing. I'm not worried about that. I'm trying to not be stuck up in racism, and people are mad because I have my opinion. You know, people can't live it. I'm tired, man. You gotta look out for nah, man. So I'm dealing with a lot of bullshit in this situation. They can do what they want at the end of the day. I don't want no business. I don't want no business with them. You know, and no, after you done cross that line, you pick who you want to pick, and stupidity is still going on. You do exactly what you want to do, but I ain't doing no music with no racist ass motherfuckers. I don't want your sorry, man. You crossed that line. Nah, man, there's a bunch of lies going on. That lines will cross, man. It was crossed. I want nothing to do with it, man. Just give me my justice, man. I want nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? And they keep pushing it back. And I told the civil rights, holding somebody against that real by racial intent. And I'm gonna say it again, by racial intent, holding somebody against their will. No one will give me their justice for the Justice Department by racial communities and racial state Texas electorate. Nah, man, holding people against their will by racist industries, music industries. You know, Texas music and hey, I'm telling you, you out of racism want to try to play me. I don't care about little he talking about keeping it real. When you got racism is involved, nigga, I don't want nothing to do with that, man. And the nigga gonna get mad because they got a racial agenda. Man, get out of my face with that, man. Don't care what you talking about. God know what you are, man. Thing on talking this dude on politics TV gonna talk about. No, we know what you are. We know what that courtroom are. God say racism trying to stop my opportunity. What lies and racism? I don't want to be in the same building as that nigga, man. I'd rather be at a country award at a country show doing my country thing. I don't want to be in the same building as anybody. Yeah, man, that's how I feel, man. You talk about business, but nobody should not have to go through lies and racism, man. No, sir, nobody should not have to go through that, bro. And this is a day and age of terrorism from black communities and hatred. And the government, our mayor that abuses power. I might find me somebody in the UK. I don't know how things is. I don't know where life is going to take, but I know it's not here, man. Nah, and I'm going to tell them, holding me against my will by racism intent. And that's going to be by racism intent. And then I'm going to do no. And in the state of Texas by racism. We told my mom, I can't be in the same name. And it's not that I got something. It's other people in the community that they don't have the same, that we don't believe that being treated as black people. And people don't say, I'm talking about, baby, you look what they, no. No, man, like, and that's how I feel. My mama got to understand. I can't live in this in some way. You know, God is putting me in a situation where I can't do this the same. You know, and people not going to accept that and want to accept that I can't live amongst them regulars, man. I can't do it. Can't live in the house right now. I'm putting myself in danger. Nah, man. Now, what I'm about to do, file a civil rights complaint on the Justice Department, holding me against my will while racial intent from lying, and then I'm gonna do it on the state of Texas, lie with racism intent. No, I don't need you. If you feel like that, you the type of Justice Department where your mind be wondering. I don't need you. By racial intent, holding me against my will to plot with the community, and then you want one license, and then I'm gonna tell them in the civil rights, using that against me. No, don't know. I want nothing to do with you no more, man. You crossed that line, bro. And then the nigga gonna talk about nigga gonna go get their country. No, go ahead with that, man. Because what you stand for, you ready to put somebody's life in danger because you're selfish, because of your opinion. It's hypocrites. Now I know what Malcolm X had to go through. Hypocrites, man. So holding me against my will, that's another 30 million. Holding me against my will. Then I'm holding me against my will by racism intent. And then I'm going to do it on the state of Texas. By racism intent, holding me against my will on the civil rights. Then the black people know. No, you crossed that line. Justice Department, by y'all doing that, you crossed that line, man. You let them do that. That rules would cross, and you let the Governor Abbott. Nobody don't want to do nothing with him, man. How he acted, how they did what they did. Nobody. I think he think, oh, people should be proud of that, man. You know, people should be ashamed of that, and people gonna try to come up and try to tell me you lie. Ain't nobody lying on you. You're a hypocrite. Women coming up there talking about somebody lying on you. Nobody ain't lying on your hypocrite self, man. Nah, I'm gonna tell her, man, I'm done, man. I'm not gonna file a civil. I don't need you, man. You have a racial intent, and you allow the state of Texas to do something that they was not supposed to do, and I don't respect you for that. Holding me against my will, and that's another 30 million. Holding me against my will, and then I'm gonna file it on the state of Texas for racism. And I gotta wait another thing. That's more things. I don't need nothing from you. Y'all wrong, man. You wrong. You broke that rule. And all because they want to win a politic. This is about, let me tell you something. This is about an election. This is about winning. Stop using people for your selfish ambition, man. No, man. It's not about standing your ground. You crossed that line, man. You crossed that line. You crossed that line, man. You crossed that line, man. Nobody, I feel sorry for people. You say you trying to gain the people trust. Now, because I'm going to tell them that. On my thing, you trying to, you broke God trust with your lies and racism. Justice Department. That's the difference from people right now today. You're so focused on the people, you probably don't even know. Believe in God. You just have your doubts and your suspicion. But you don't believe in him like you say you believe in him. Let me tell you something. My kids say your family hold you back. How can family hold you back in schools the way they are in Texas? Businesses the way they are. School programs around the world the way they are. The schools holding me back. Racism. Not able to put teachers in different positions to get where they at. See, God said, if you're going to be alone, you're going to be alone with a picket fence, cutting your grass, watching your son come over, racist, watching your son come over. and having fun with him in the yard with a picket fence. But that's gonna happen. Not dealing with racism and opinions. Right? They crossed that line, man. They crossed that line. The Justice Department crossed that line with them. They crossed that line, man. Now, I don't. Hey, you tough, you let that. And Governor Abbott think that's cute. He think that's cute, man. They care about themselves, and he think that's cute. And smile and then walk away. You got your Texas flag up there, but you don't got God up there. You don't got the American flag up there. That's the hypocrite. That's the hypocrite we got, right? But you don't got God up there. Let's put Channel 5 up there. So let's put them in the tail. You got God up there, but you're a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite, right? Sure. People gonna go against you, family, whatever that is, whatever the consequences that fits with the racism. Whatever the consequences face at the end of the day. Look, that's what I'm talking about. Exactly what I said. Say to put politics on the side. Look at him. Look at her. Put politics on the side. You have no faith in God. Look at me. She talking about putting politics aside. Look at him. Look at him. His vision. His opinion, his racial opinion. His racial opinion. Racial opinion. That's what that is. When everybody else don't have equal rights. Racial opinion. Governor Abbott, what Governor Abbott wants you to do? Racial opinion. Hold up. Racial opinion. Hold on. Let's tag him in this one. Racial opinion, right? Man, I swear. Racial opinion. What you gonna do? Oh, put everything aside. Racial opinion. We're gonna tell her in the city, right? Put politics aside. All right? When you got racism and you don't treat God, hey, she talking about politics. We're gonna talk about, right? She said something, put politics aside, right? But why racism? When Trump voted for, why racism? Why racism? When Trump voted for them, we're gonna talk about that on the civil rights, right? We're going to talk about that when they voted for Trump and everybody in Texas had to say something about their tax dollars and Governor Abbott sitting right on the side of racism where his opinion get heard, right? Let's talk about that on the civil rights. So what we're about to do on the civil rights here, another 30 men put politics, your racism on politics. You and Trump complain about y'all racist tax dollars and y'all don't want to give me my justice with your community. Because what you stand for, and you teach your kids racism. It's the way, but people want to be a hypocrite and look at me the wrong way because the way I envision the world and the way y'all act and the way things, how can I judge? And I'm going through it. Trump and Governor Abbott and their politics with their lies. They already in the politics. You already put politics in by kids calling names in schools. You already did. And by them trying to break my mindset, racism. That's what I'm talking about right there. Racism. 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 And we got to put the politics. That means you don't want to talk about God. You don't want to talk about God? You're a hypocrite. You don't want to talk about God? Put Pilate, you don't got the flag up there? You don't want to talk about God? You're a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite. All right, come on. Let's talk about it. You don't want to talk about God because you're a hypocrite, man. But you want me to stay up in this racial environment? Man, go ahead with that crap. Go ahead with that, man.